Hi, this is Marcus Guiliano from Aroma Thyme Bistro. I'm a chef on a mission for sustainability, nutrition. Here to educate consumers and restaurateurs, especially chefs, and hopefully get on the same page here. Big news from Walmart and Sam's Club. Really, really big news. It's pretty exciting, and I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes. First off, if anybody's following Daniel Vitalis, findaspring.com. You can go to one of his websites where you can actually locate spring water or upload a place where you know that's high quality spring water. There's a big movement to drink true spring water where you actually take the glass bottles or the bottles to the spring itself and get your own water as opposed to buying, bottled spring water. And really, really good for you, spring water. I'm not going to talk about spring water in this, but Daniel Vitalis posted something yesterday when he called Maine coconut water. Of course, coconuts don't grow in Maine, Northeast, or any part of the North past a certain point. So, what is he talking about? He's actually talking about this time of the year. He's talking about the first wild foraged food, which is maple sap. Not maple syrup, but maple sap. He's saying to actually tap the trees just like you do maple syrup and drink the water that's coming out of the maple trees. Very nutritious, loaded with electrolytes, and of course it's raw, lots of energy, tons of nutrients. It makes sense. I mean, we usually take it and reduce it down and make maple syrup and cook it and usually kill a lot of the enzymes and everything. He's saying no, leave it like that and drink it right from there. So an interesting post. I'll put a link on there to post it there. Interesting post from Daniel Vitalis. He's doing some great work in the water field and alternative health as well. I've been running a little more than I have been, as a couple blogs ago I stated that I had not run since Thanksgiving, which is true. I did a track workout, an interval workout, where I did 400s, 800s, and it really got to me. It was a tough workout. One of the first workouts I felt like I absolutely just quitting and walking and saying I'm done. That was my first workout since 3.5 months ago. And then the week after, not even the week after, 4 days later, I ran a 5K with my son. That was last Sunday. And he legitimately beat me. He did 23 minutes flat. Good job, Justin. That was his personal record, personal best on this course. And so now I jump right back into yesterday. Took a week off from running. I've only ran twice since Thanksgiving. Yesterday I ran 9 miles with 2 of my friends. 9:38 mile pace, and we did a very hilly course. We did the new 10K run like the one here in Ellenville. We did that course, and they had an extra hill in the beginning on there. And I feel perfectly fine today. I mean, not too much aches or pains, and I was able to keep up with my 2 friends. And just to be able to jump right back in and run is great, especially to be able to jump right back in and run 9 miles. If you saw my video blog last week, I talked about how I get my energy. And I get it from this green stuff that I drink here. And it's a mixture of 5 different grasses. It's a powder. Wheatgrass, fresh wheatgrass would be optimally the best, but it's hard to do. It's a challenge to do fresh wheatgrass on a regular basis, especially all day long. So I take the powder, mix it in here, and drink 2 of these all day. It's about a gallon. I've also loaded up on something called chlorella. See that right there? Raw chlorella. That stuff is incredible. It's like a marine phytoplankton. It's what it actually has anasaxanthin in it, which is a super antioxidant, which is what I spoke about last week. That's where the wild salmon, get all their heart healthy benefits from chlorella and other marine phytoplankton. So I've been overloading on that. And that stuff is really good. I also pulled out my secret weapon on my recovery here. I have a great video on my channel here about baking soda and how baking soda can help you recover, how it's good for sports and even for a hangover and even when you're drinking. So what baking soda does is sodium bicarbonate. It detoxifies your body. It dumps the lactic acid out of your system. So you don't even get joint pain and everything after you work out. That's the lactic acid building up. So baking soda will actually help reduce that and flush it out of your body. So before I went to bed last night, because I was achy last night, I had a teaspoon of that in water, and I woke up today. I was not stiff. I would say I was probably 95% great as far as, not experiencing stiffness. After running 9 miles, after not doing that for several months, I think that's a testament to my nutrition and what I've been doing, especially with baking soda. So that's my secret weapon. I'll put a link on here for that. And let's see. Jamie, what's the big news here about Walmart and Sam's Club?
So, the Seafood Source put out a little article today about Walmart and Sam's Club expanding their sourcing policy on sustainable fish.
Yes.
So, go ahead and explain to everybody.
Well, Sam's Club, I think last year, the year before, made an announcement saying that all their wild finfish, I believe, was going to come from,
Yes.
Going to be certified by MSC, which is Marine Stewardship Council, or another like group for sustainability, bycatch, all that kind of
Global
stuff.
Aquaculture Alliances.
Yes. So they made a statement and did that. Now they're coming out and even bumping it up one, and they're doing all shellfish, finfish, farmed and wild. Am I correct?
Yeah, shrimp, crab, and lobster will be part of it. So not only finfish, but shellfish as well.
Crab is an important thing.
It's not only Sam's Club, though. Now
it's Walmart.
Walmart as well.
Walmart, both. And I think crabs are an important thing. Because you ever walk into Sam's Club and you see those cheap crabs, king crabs, for like $7.32 a pound? Well, in my restaurant, if I were to buy king crabs, it would cost me like $16 a pound. Because they're buying cheap Russian stuff that there's no quotas, it's being processed in China, and it's just, it's not the true cost of what something really should cost if it was coming from a well-managed fishery. So it's always made me upset, and I could never serve king crab here because I just couldn't compete with other restaurants going to buy stuff at half the price. It just thought that equation doesn't work. So I'm really, really happy to see this. Now, they're doing this with all their seafood. By 2012, they're demanding from all of their suppliers, right, Jamie? Is that what the article says?
All of their suppliers have to be in compliance or they are going to end the relationship with them.
This is a huge move for Sam's Club and Walmart because they're considered discount stores. Sam's Club, Walmart, that smiley face you see when you walk in, rollback prices. We see the smiley face.
You did say June 2012, right?
June 2012.
June 2012.
So that smiley face to us represents a cost savings, but to the people who actually make the products, whether it's socks or shoes or whatever it is for Walmart, those people that are in China don't see that smiley face. They see a very rigid work schedule, extreme hours, poor conditions. They're anything but the smiley face. And you can read Walmart's reports and everything, say, oh, we can inspect our stuff, our processors out there, our plants, our manufacturers. They do, but there's a lot of loopholes, and these manufacturers know how to fudge the records, and they know how to know when inspectors coming and lie about certain things and make it seem much more presentable than it is, which might or might not be Walmart's fault to begin with. They might have good intentions, but when it comes down to economics of selling something cheap, you get what you pay for, and it's just a fact of, you have to cut corners when you save costs. So this is going to be really interesting from a massive discount superstore like this to all of a sudden now spend more in buying seafood. It's going to raise their price points. Some things drastically, like the king crab case there that I mentioned. I mean, that's just something they might probably not even sell anymore because that might not be a competitive market. So it's going to be interesting to see how this actually unfolds by June 2012, which is just over a year away. But really, congratulations to Walmart and Sam's Club. I typically don't support big brands, big stores, big things like that. But there are good things that some of these stores do. When McDonald's makes a statement and say, we don't want you to beat the chickens anymore for eggs, it really shakes the industry up. Or they say to...
sets the standards higher.
Sets the standards higher. Or McDonald's said years ago, we don't want genetically modified potatoes. McDonald's is the largest potato buyer. So guess what? There was no more genetically modified potatoes at that time. So if Walmart steps up to this, it's going to really shake and rock the seafood industry here because they're probably one of the largest seafood buyers in the world, I would assume, based upon their size. So this is going to make a really, really big difference, and I applaud them, and congratulations, Walmart and Sam's Club. Walmart are probably still not shopping with you guys. I do go into Sam's Club for a couple things here and there. Not much at all. I do have a membership, so sometimes it's more of an electronic thing or something that I go to buy. I never really rely upon food from these places. So congratulations. I'm Marcus Guiliano. I'm a chef on a mission. Shoot me an email or leave a comment here. And what do you think? Oh wait, here's the big thing. Here's the big question, Jamie.
Yeah.
If Walmart can do this as a discount store, why can't 50 to 90% of the restaurants out there do this?
I definitely believe that they can do it.
Why can't more restaurants do this?
They can, but the problem is Walmart gets such high discounts
for volume
for
discount.
volume discounts, that it's harder for restaurants to.
Well, if Sam's Club is doing this, why can't restaurants go to Sam's Club now
Absolutely.
and buy stuff that's
Absolutely.
MSC certified?
Absolutely.
Because you see a lot of diner owners in Sam's Club. You see a lot of restaurant owners there
I definitely
stocking
think
up.
that people are going to become more aware, and I think that that is a big stance that Walmart and Sam's Club are taking.
Right, I think it's a huge.
Absolutely.
Now, other restaurants should do it. Do you feel other restaurants or more restaurants can be doing this? I feel they do. Leave your comments here on that. Sam's Club and Walmart. I think one of your next missions should be to get rid of slave labor chocolate. I think that would be a really, really good thing to focus on fair trade, fair labor chocolate. It's a whole other blog, though. I'm Marcus Guiliano. I'm a chef on a mission. Thanks for tuning in and listening. I appreciate everybody's comments and views. It really means a lot to me here at Aroma Thyme, and a lot of great comments. Thanks, everyone.